beat.
I don't know who, somebody need to hear this. Y'all don't speak Hebrew, that's Yiddish. How the fuck you try to label us anti-Semitic? We the Israelites, blacks and native Hispanics. The Germans getting locked up for the Holocaust. Meanwhile, black people still up in the Holocaust. 100 million of us died in the transatlantic. 6 million died, y'all want the world to never forget it. You can never be a Jew, you a Ashkenaz. This ain't a star dumb, a gun thou would die. Yeah, Yeezy told the truth and got ostracized. Not one person in the Bible had on a yarmulke. We was slaves in America like we was in Egypt. Y'all don't even fit the curses in the Torah neither. Y'all was blind to the truth, I had to make it clear. How Jerusalem, your land, your people came from Europe. That was 1947, your menorah got 9 sticks, it's really only 7. Yeah, it's us against the world, Armageddon. This what happened when you inherit lies from your ancestors. Y'all the synagogue of Satan with them black hats. Your whole nation sitting ducks, Aflacs. Bunch of thieves and culture vultures, ain't nothing kosher. To tell the truth, you vagabonds don't have a culture. Macedonia, Alexander and Philip, you a convert, so tell me, how the fuck is you Israel? That don't make you the people just cause you litter. Why my people can't hate your people like y'all hate Hitler? All the prophets was black and was called nigga. Y'all don't even fit the description that's in the scriptures. Abraham, all the way down to Jacob, we the real Jews. Y'all don't study Christ, y'all follow the Talmud. Keep it real, yeah, let's keep it real. Cold hard truth, it give you chills. Say y'all Jewish cause y'all ain't really them. About to do them like Hammond, it's the Feast of Purim. UBK undefeated, this an easy win. We was born fighting, y'all the evil twin. Jacob took hold of his heel, then out came his little red bastard and they kosher deals. It's only 12 tribes, y'all trying to make it 13. Esau despised his birthright, the Lord cursed him. He ain't the devil, who is? I'm still searching. Ask your rabbi why he get them babies herpes. I don't know what's worse, that or you claiming that you a Maccabee. I'm about to cancel, everybody try to cancel ye. I ain't afraid to speak, this what I do. They riding to the core, I'm just judging them by their fruit. Cause they ain't suffering curses. If I was carnal, I promise I'd punch you in person. I know this an uncomfortable subject. They making millions off our culture and black people suffering from it. Yeah, they don't believe in Christ, they the Antichrist. Make a living off of niggas, they're a parasite. I ain't afraid to tell the truth, niggas terrified. I'm about to go DEFCON 4, I ain't satisfied.
That is proof, that is absolute proof that they know we are the real Jews. That's absolute proof. Now you got the records. Go find me a white Jew on any archaeology in Egypt anywhere. You will never find a piece of archaeology with white people as slaves in Egypt. So don't tell me that they were slaves and it's their identity and they know it.
Us into the bad guy. They said the Native Indians were savages, Taino Indians were savages, South Americans were savages, the Mexicans, the indigenous people of Mexico were savages when they was a peaceful, loving people.
We don't know where the hell we come from. We don't know anything about our culture. We know what we've been given. We try to emulate those processes. We don't even know that name Israel.
Cry out, spare not. We on top, we them niggas taking over blocks. That's right. Cry out, spare not. Stop selling rocks so we can raise up the Lord's house. Cry out, spare not. Fuck a cop, spread the truth even when on lock. Cry out, spare not. We got the clout, warfare, what it's all about. Cry out, spare not. Fuck a cop. War scarf, black garment when I'm stepping out. Catch a body, bury him, fuck with the eye. It's UPK forever, know I'm talking about. I done fell in love with the Dower Dies. One West motherfucker, bitch, we outside. Take ground, already capped in the car. I keep 144 every time I slide. I'll stomp a heathen like a Tucky ape. Jungle motherfucker hang with the mate. I'm not a Christian, homie. See, I keep the Drake, brick after brick, and I ain't talking weight. Cry out, spare not. We on top, we them niggas taking over blocks. That's right. Cry out, spare not. Stop selling rocks so we can raise up the Lord's house. Cry out, spare not. Fuck a cop, spread the truth even when I'm locked. Cry out, spare not. We got the clout, warfare, what it's all about. It's the home of the motherfucking truth. Undefeated, who is you? Lay it down, we can't lose when I'm chilling with the woo. War like a pebble, I'ma die like a truth. 10 toe down when I'm mobbing in my boots. No cowards, no excuses, ain't no motherfucking movie. In love with the world, got you niggas living stupid. Bitch, I'm not a rapper, fuck a Black Lives Matter or a LGBTQ. Y'all some motherfucking faggots. UPK forever. The white man is the devil. Young Hebrews on a whole nother level. UPK forever. The white man is the devil. Young Hebrews on a whole nother level. Bitch. Cry out, spare not. We on top. We them niggas taking over blocks. Cry out, spare not. Stop selling rocks so we can raise up the Lord's house. Cry out, spare not. Fuck a cop, spread the truth even when I'm locked. Cry out, spare not. We got the clout, warfare, what it's all about.
They were attacked by a vile mob of heathens and sinful men who sought to take their lives and stop them from raising up the 12.
Hey, Shalom, Yahweh Shem Shah Thumb, Yahweh Shema Thumb by Shem Shah, Precinct Officer Mwanga Bar, Precinct Officer Hard Mar, you feel me? It's our podcast, crowd, spare not. What we do, we take viral videos going around on the internet, break them down to the people, give them a biblical narrative, a biblical solution to what's going on. And yeah, we got a standing in right now for Officer 1000. I see yapping. It's Hard Mar, you feel me? We in the game though. About to break down these videos like you ain't never seen them before. You feel me? And we got a kind of like a topic tonight because it's been a lot of sexual deviant stuff going on. I see a lot of sexual deviant stuff going on to most of these videos. It's really, just gonna bring out America. You feel me? And show like the spirit of America is, all about sex. You feel me? You got anything you want to bring out?
You got it, sir.
Most Iron Cry. We go ahead and jump into the first video.
Another life hack for the men. Y'all ready? Femininity tests. It is a way that we feel safe. So now I'm really testing you to see how far will you let me disrespect you. But ultimately, what I want the most is my man to be a leader. So if you stop me from the beginning, I might be cussing you out in my mind, but secretly I love it. Secretly, I'm like, ooh, my baby, that's a man right there. That man took charge over me. You're letting me know how I get to move and shake within your boundaries because you're the lines. We're the color. You got to teach me to color inside of the lines. So if you don't set that.
Come on. That's the thing about it. Come on. What you talking about, man? Come on. Man, look. When you look. What? Come on, man. Hey, I get this on. So.
Another life hack for the men. Y'all ready?
Man, look. I'm so sick of this. I'm so sick of the women that think they be dropping it so heavy. They either say life hacks or what they say free game.
Right. Right.
They say life hacks or either free game. Like they didn't just drop it so heavy. Like they didn't just drop the nuclear bomb. You is a miserable ass bitch. That's all I'm gonna say.
Right.
You miserable as hell if you sitting here telling me you like a nigga, but you on purposely trying to destroy his character to see if he is mentally stable to defend you in a fist fight. That's what this is all about. This is all about to see, man. If somebody break in the house, is you gonna fight or is you gonna run out the window? That's not true. That's not true. And that's why women should just get off these podcasts and stop talking.
Right.
You feel me? Just get off the podcast, stop talking, shut up. And you know what? This is why I love seeing stuff like this though. Because this is how you know women is running out of options.
Mm-hmm.
They running out of stuff to be mad about. At this point, they don't even know why they mad no more.
Right.
Now the reason why they mad and bitter is because I'm just trying to see if you a man. All right.
And if I may, sir, this should tell you why not everybody deserve a microphone.
That's damn right.
And she talking about a man's mental stability. Now, this is an attractive woman. She should have men flocking to her. Mm-hmm. Why is she so miserable? What's wrong with her mental stability?
Right. No, that's a fact. Real talk. That's it. It's something wrong upstairs in the upper room.
What they say, the lights on, but no one's home?
Right, the lights on, like Home Alone. How they kept the lights on with the music playing. They kept the lights on with the music playing. They still broke in. You feel me? And that's what's going to happen. Like, real talk. You on here thinking you got all this wisdom because you can afford to go to Walmart and get you a microphone. That ain't it. You feel me? That ain't it. Like, real talk. This is emotion. She talking off emotion.
Femininity tests. It is a way that we feel safe. So now I'm really testing you to see how far will you let me disrespect you.
Right. So this is a lie. You feel me? This, you know how the proof this is a lie, then marriages wouldn't end 70% of divorce. Mm-hmm. Oh, I said it wrong. 70% of divorces is initiated by the woman.
Right.
You can look it up. They got it on record. It's on record that 70% of all marriages in America is initiated by the woman. And that's not even counting breakups. Because we know sex is marriage.
Right.
But we just talking about legally, the people that really go down there and sign the paperwork in the court.
Right.
It says 70% of the divorces is the women coming in saying, I'm done. So hold on, wait. So this can't be right. This can't be a test. You feel me? Otherwise, why is it not 70% of the men is filing for divorce? Because they couldn't deal with it no more.
Right.
They was like, you know what? I'm fed up with your mouth. You feel me? So if the men is staying and you leaving, then you failed the test. So like, you go here.
No, I was just gonna say, did you see Buddy? I don't know who Buddy is, but you see him like this, like he's a student. He's sitting here acting like some damn student soaking up game, like what she just dropped was earth shattering.
All right, like he gonna keep all his women now. Like none of his women is gonna leave him now. He's so damn goofy. Well, let's go back to it. He's so damn goofy because you're right. He making a facial expression like all his women is. He finna keep all of them now. You feel me? Ain't none of them going nowhere. He's so shocked. Like she done just destroyed his childhood. All his teenage girlfriends and college sweethearts, he could have stayed with if he would have just known that they was just testing me. Somebody high value men. There you go. That's it. Your high value men is gullible and they simps. I'm just keeping it real with you.
It might be Diddy's.
And they might be P. Diddy. They might want you to come to a freak off. Like real talk. But don't wait. What the brother say? Using femininity to disrespect isn't femininity. Using femininity to right was a woman's can't get what she wants from it. Yeah, right. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's what femininity supposed to be for. You feel me? Using to get what you want from a man. Instead, it's just disrespect. You feel me? Instead, that's all it is nothing but disrespect. And it's because the women, you feel me? Like I said, their attention span is so damn short, you know? Like women don't have the mental capability to sustain a relationship because they never seen one.
Right.
You feel me? They already don't have discipline and logical thinking. That's just something they not born with. You feel me? So lacking discipline and logical thinking because your father wasn't around or he was not a masculine man running the house, one or the other, not having that, you feel me? Women don't have that mental capability. You feel me? Like sustaining a relationship It's the same. It's just like going to college. You feel me? Somebody that dropped out of high school, dropped out of college, keep quitting jobs, can't keep a career. Them is the same type of people that they not successful in relationships. You feel me? It's all the same thing. It's a mental thing. It's more mental than physical.
Right.
You feel me? And that's why she's trying to play this game, basically saying I'm a miserable bitch, but I'm just using it to test you to see if you a man.
Right.
You a goddamn fool, man. Stop it. And this idiot, look at him. He fell for it. He thought he cracked the code. Goof ass.
So now I'm really testing you to see how far will you let me disrespect you. But ultimately, what I want the most is my man to be a leader. So if you stop me from the beginning, I might be cussing you out in my mind, but secretly.
See, this the thing. Okay, of course, naturally, a man is supposed to lead. So women know it's out of order when she's leading. She knows that. You feel me? She knows that she's out of order for leading a man. But you can't lead somebody that don't want to follow. You feel me? And that's another thing. A lot of these bitches need to be single and celibate and see a goddamn therapist. But niggas horny and goofy, you feel me? They can't turn a bitch down, or they can't stop being so thirsty for a bride. You feel me? When a lot of these women do not even need to be in no relationships at all. You feel me? That's why so much terror and domestic violence going on, because a lot of these women need to seek therapists. Instead, they trying to go get a man. You feel me? Like real talk.
And if I may, sir,
you go ahead.
If I may, you know, the whole time they looking at their grandma like she was dumb because grandma could barely read. Grandma didn't finish the 8th grade. But you know what she could keep? A man.
Could keep a man. Definitely did that. That's one thing they don't talk about when they want to bring up the grannies and the granddaddies, how they stayed together. They don't want to talk about that. Like real talk. And then another thing they say, well, men ain't masculine like they used to be. That's because they was raised by y'all.
Right.
You was the single custodial parent. You raised your son and he's a little bitch. He's a coward. He's a woman beater. He's effeminate. He's emotional. He doing like this when a woman drops some game.
Podcast over, sir.
It's y'all fault. If men ain't masculine no more like how they used to be, it's y'all fault, man. It ain't our fault. Like real talk. But of course, that's not true. That's just another tool they use, defense mechanism. You know, for why they single and why they baby daddies, it didn't work out and stuff like that. It's just a defense mechanism, like real talk. Because that's definitely not true.
Secretly, I love it. Secretly, I'm like, ooh, my baby, that's a man right there. That man took charge over me. You're letting me know how I get to move and shake within your boundaries because you're the lines.
Right, and I bet you she's single while she doing all that. While she's saying all that stuff like it works, I bet you she's single. Mm-hmm. Right, like the brother say, she playing dumbass games. Play dumb games, win dumb prizes. What the brother says. Hey, that's a fact though. You play dumb games, you win dumb prizes. You want to play this kitty ass game, and now your body count through the roof. Now you got 5 baby daddies. Now your body all tore up, and now you gotta settle for a nigga that you know damn well you would have never been with.
And don't forget the abortions.
And don't forget the abortions for the women that try to act like, oh, I don't got a lot of kids. Bitch, you had 5 abortions too. So you still had kids, they just dead. It's a lot here. That was a little rough, right?
Unalive.
That was a little rough. Real time. But it's the truth though. And the truth hurts. And it is what it is. But no, you can't play dumbass games like that and then think you're gonna have a successful relationship. That relationship is going to hell. You're gonna end up on a balloon show, getting your balloon popped because your pants and your boots. You're gonna end up, I didn't like the physical attraction. I don't like the way you put the outfit together. That's where you're gonna end up. You're gonna end up on the balloon show. You're gonna be on the one on Netflix. You ain't gonna even be on the right one.
Damn.
Like real talk. Hell no.
We're the color. You got to teach me the color inside of the lines. So if you don't set that
Right.
So what I'm gonna say is you can't teach somebody that don't want to be taught. You can't coach nobody that don't want to be coached. No matter how much you think that's game you dropping, and that end part is true. You have the women is supposed to follow the man. That's a fact. But y'all don't want to be led. Majority of women don't want to be led. That's why the divorce rate is through the roof, and 70% of divorces is initiated by the woman. So these games she talking about that she play don't work. That's why she's single. She probably went on 5 dates. She playing what's that TV show called Next? She playing that all week. She going on a different date. Next. You hear me? You didn't win the game. I was angry at you and you didn't accept my offer. Like real talk, that shit stupid as hell. But if you can go to Ecclesiasticus and Apocrypha 36 and 24.
Come on, sir.
Another life hack for the men. Y'all ready? Femininity tests. It is a way that we feel safe. So now I'm really testing you to see how far will you let me disrespect you. But ultimately, what I want the most is my man to be a leader. So if you stop me from the beginning, I might be cussing you out in my mind, but secretly I love it. Secretly, I'm like, ooh, my baby, that's a man right there.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 36, verse 24. He that getteth a wife beginneth a possession.
Right. When you get a wife, you begin a possession. You hear me? That's when the possession begins. When you marry a woman and she becomes yours, now you beginning of a possession. You feel me? And you gotta nurture it. You gotta make sure she's going on the right path. You feel me? Make sure she's making the right decisions the same way you do a child. The same way how you treat your children. You discipline them when they supposed to. You tell them when they wrong. You show them when they right. They come to you with questions about stuff. You give them the right answers. That is providing what you need. You feel me? That's how you provide for a woman. The same way you provide for your children. You feel me? When you taking care of your children, it's 90% ain't even got nothing to do with money. That's how you know the child support system is really just a fraud. Mm-hmm. It's more spiritual than it is financial. You feel me? It's more emotional than it is financial. And you got to be there to make sure you directing them in the right path. Like you would do anything that you possess.
A help like unto himself.
Right, a help like unto himself. That's what a woman's supposed to be. You feel me? So if a woman's supposed to be a help like unto herself, she's supposed to be helping this nigga, making his life easier, making him more successful, making his life more at peace. Not arguing with him every day, being nasty with him every day because she's trying to see if he is the man. Bitch, you already fucked him 12 times. You done already had sex with him. You had sex with the nigga the first date. And you got some nerve to talk about, well, I'm being mean and nasty because I'm trying to see if you the one. But he should have been the one that day.
Right.
The day y'all had sex, you should have knew if he was the one or not that you was going to submit to. What's the new thing they say? Oh, you ever met a nigga that you like, yeah, I'm going to be quiet for him? So like, man, look, all right, man. Yeah, you should have known that before you fucked him. That's when you should have known if you would be quiet for him. Not afterwards. You feel me? And that's the problem. You feel me? Rushing into the physical and not the spiritual. Not getting down with the spiritual. To know if you gonna submit to this nigga. Like real talk.
And a pillar of rest.
Right, and peace. Pillar of rest, peace is what a woman's supposed to be. Not somebody that's picking arguments, making up stuff in their head, making themselves mad so they can be mad at you, listening to all their friends and whoever else that would even call their goddamn phone, because half of the time you ain't even got no loyal people on your team, so you listening to nothing but evil spirits telling you, talking shit about your relationship. You feel me? And now you bringing that shit to this nigga, and now you making his life miserable because your shit miserable because you hanging around miserable people. And now you're not a pillar of rest when that's really your whole job. You feel me? Your whole job is to be a pillar of rest. That's the life hack.
Right.
Women, you want to keep a man, be his rest, be his peace. I guarantee the nigga ain't going nowhere. Like real talk. That's the life hack. But yeah, that's all I got on that. Unless you got something.
Sir.
All right, most time crack. We'll drop this video. We'll go to the next one.
Be careful with them roses. I didn't fry my clitoris off. Got electrocuted. I'm gonna post a picture at the end. I didn't know the highest setting was dangerous, y'all. Can you blame me?
This one burst. I'm in burst. I'm in burst. I'm in burst. I'm in burst.
You made a fool of me.
Ladies, be careful with them roses. I didn't fry my clitoris off.
Right. See, and that's what I'm saying. This is what happens when everything becomes sexual. You hear me? Remember when everything used to be discreet?
Right.
You hear me? I'm not that old, but I ain't that young either. So I remember, you hear me, when stuff used to be discreet. Mm-hmm. You could spot a hoe by what she wore.
Right.
Now you can't tell. Because everything that became so sexual. So now they got this thing that's been going on the last couple years, and it's a toy. It's called a rose, and women thinking that they can replace a man with a rose. Well, I'm gonna say this: roses are red, violets are blue. You better get a man before this happened to you. It's like, it's a lie. Now that just came right here off the dome. You feel me? It's a lie. But it is what it is. The truth though. You women better put them roses down. You feel me? You better put them roses down and put your ass up. You feel me? That's what you better do, or you're gonna end up like this woman in the hospital. This woman say she got electrocuted by her rose. She using that shit so damn much, she done got electrocuted. It shocked her. You feel me? She had to go to the doctor.
She said she fried that thing off, sir.
She fried that thing up, huh? She supposed to be in the kitchen frying chicken. Yeah, she in the bed frying herself. You feel me? And that's what you get. Because that's what happened when everything becomes so sexual. You feel me? You like, oh, I'm just gonna go in here and play with the rose. You feel me? You ain't even putting no effort into a relationship. Because you know you got a little rose that you can just go charge up. And well, them roses ain't charging no more. You feel me? Them motherfuckers gonna be going out of stock soon. Then what you gonna do? Everything to not have to submit to a man is crazy.
And her smoke detector still going off.
Go ahead.
Oh, it's like I was gonna say, and her smoke detector still going off.
And the smoke detector still beeping. Cause she ain't got no man to change the battery because she too short. That's what she gonna say. You know, she got a lot of excuses, it seems like. She gonna say she ain't got a stool, so she's just letting it beep. Like real talk. But like I'm saying, the roses, you feel me? All that stuff is an excuse to not be a good person. You feel me? All this stuff that people doing, women having all these different baby daddies, all these failed marriages, all this stuff is because you just a bad person and you don't want to admit it. Let's get to the bottom line, hard. This crowd spell not.
Right.
The bottom line, the reason relationships is not working, the reason you got to use roses and toys, and the sex toy store is going, it's the reason why the toy store went out of business. You feel me? Kmart, it went out of business because all the kids is grown now. And they playing with different type of toys. It's a lot. And that's the reason why. You feel me? Because y'all was not raised right. You feel me? You ain't trying to fix yourself. You know you weren't raised right. Okay, boom. That's the start of the problem. Now you got to fix the problem of like your anger issues, your nasty attitude, whatever. But instead of trying to fix and work on all that, you just gonna go to the sex toy store. You feel me? You used to talk to yourself playing with Barbie dolls. Now you talk to yourself with a rose in the room. You feel me? Like it just ain't gonna never end because the world became so sexualized. And sex is not an extracurricular activity. She could have been putting that energy into a lot of different things. But she was putting so much energy into the rose, it blew up. when she should have had an idea that blew up off the paper. Bringing that nigga some money to the house. Salaki.
And Salaki, sir, if I may.
Hey, this is insane.
she had to explain this to the hospital.
She had to, yeah. She couldn't go in there. She had to. That's why she went live, because she knew how stupid this was. She went in there and was like, "Damn, I really came to the hospital because my rose electrocuted me. I'm using it so damn much. I'm using it so much. This thing shocked me. I was shocked. Maybe that was the Lord trying to tell you, you shouldn't be doing this. You feel me? You shouldn't be doing this so much. Like, you know, maybe you should calm down a little bit. You're going a little overboard. Like, real talk. You just get you a man. You feel me? That's why I say put the roses down, put your ass up.
Got electrocuted. I'm gonna post a picture at the end. I didn't know the highest setting was dangerous, y'all. Can you blame me?
This on burst. I'm embarrassed.
All right, she said, can you blame me? Can you blame me for not knowing it was dangerous? You know why? Because everybody doing it. You feel me? Everybody is doing it. All the women is doing it. They've been bragging about these roses for the long. I didn't know what the hell it was talking about. I thought they were talking about a fingernail polish color. You know, I'm thinking it's some new color for fingernails or something. They was talking about a sex toy. Like, real talk. Like the sisters in the ISUBK, they put red roses on to show they married.
Right.
These bitches in the world, they putting roses to show they single.
Damn.
Like, that's insane. He talking about roses down, ass up. It's crazy. It is. Because we got to get back to reality, man. You feel me? You come on, women. You know that rose ain't doing the job. You know it ain't. You just don't want to be a good person. You don't want to get in that relationship and work that thing out. That nigga get to yelling or telling you, stop hanging with them nasty bitches or put on some clothes, stop doing this or do this, or maybe you should do this type of job. You don't want to deal with that. Because women don't understand, when you get a man, that's like your father supposed to be passing down his responsibility. You know? That's what's supposed to be happening. But of course, women thinking they getting older, they finally out their mama and daddy house, so now they grown and could do whatever they want. You feel me? And that's just not true. You always gonna have to listen to somebody. And that go for men too. You always gonna have to, somebody you gonna have to listen to.
That's right.
Or your life can be going to shit if you have no boundaries. You feel me? No rules, no guidelines that you're supposed to follow. Oh man, look, that's a recipe for disaster, male or female.
Right.
You just out here free willy doing whatever the hell you want. They got some place where you call it the penitentiary. And I think they always got room enough. I don't think they run out of spots. You know how you look on the online for an apartment and they say, oh, none available. At the penitentiary, they always got spots available. You feel me? And I think they rent is like $0 deposit. You feel me? You get 3 free meals. You feel me? Like, I mean, you're going to have to answer to somebody. And that's what this woman don't understand. That's why she playing around with that rose. And she don't want to have to answer to somebody. And they ended up in the hospital. But if I could, if you go to 1 Corinthians 10 and 23.
Come.
I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed.
You made a fool of me.
Ladies, gotta be careful with them roses. I didn't fry my clitoris off. Got electrocuted.
God damn. That's ain't crazy work. Ain't that what they say? That's crazy work.
Never learned how to fry fish, so she had to fry that thing up, man.
Yeah, she fried the wrong fish. She fried the wrong fish. She supposed to be trying to fry some tilapia, and she frying the wrong one. Real talk. That's insane.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 23. All things are lawful for me, but all things are not expedient.
Right, and that's a fact. This was what Paul was saying. All things are lawful for me. And he's talking about everything that's in the law. Everything that's in the law is good to go. You're good to do it, but that don't mean they expedient. You know what expedient means? Profitable. So it's no law against masturbation. It's no law that say, hey, if you masturbate, you're getting put to death or da-da-da. There's no law against it. But me speaking to you as a brother, that don't make it profitable. Just because there's no law that's against it don't mean you should do it. You feel me? You eat too much chicken, you might get high blood pressure. You eat too much sugar, you might get diabetes. But all those things is lawful. So just because there's no law against it don't mean you should do it so much to where it puts you in the hospital. And that's what happened to this young lady. She didn't understand that, yes, okay, maybe the rose is not against God. Maybe it's not a sin punishable by death. But that don't mean you should use it so much to where you feel like you don't need to be a man's piece. You don't need to be a man's helpmate. Because now your ass putting yourself in danger. Like real talk. And then when you get a man, he ain't gonna be able to do nothing with you because you done damn messed up your all your damn you feel me? Your what's that called? Your skin. Like real talk. You done mess all your feeling up. You don't feel nothing down there. He down there think he going to work, ain't nothing happening. It's a lot. This is a family show. Somebody say something, man. Remember I just said everybody got to answer to somebody. But now for real, that's the truth. Like real talk. She done messed all her feeling up that when she get a man, like damn, he leaving your ass. Like real talk.
All things are lawful for me, but all things edify not.
Right. But all things are lawful for me, but all things edify not. Some stuff is it's no point of doing it. You hear me? Just because it ain't no law against it don't mean you should do it. Like real talk. But yeah, that's all I had on that. All right, yeah, we'll drop that video. We'll go to the next one.
Watch yourself in the front. Watch out, clear the way, y'all, clear the way.
We weren't doing anything more just because.
You weren't having sex. Clearly she was.
Would have been swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing where everything was overwhelming?
Man, look, for people that don't know about the Cassie and Diddy trial, it's been so much stuff coming out. I just wanted to go back in. You hear me? I say, man, it ain't nothing outside. It ain't nothing. What Plies say? It ain't nothing but trash out there. Trash is outside. It ain't nothing good outside. If Diddy is free on the loose, being outside is not good. You hear me? We got a little time to be free until he get released. Like real talk. But this is her man. I didn't even know she was pregnant. This bitch pregnant. Like real talk. She's pregnant by this nigga. She got 2 kids and she going on her 3rd by this white dude. And I'm like, nigga, you telling me you didn't know, you had no clue that this bitch was doing that shit she was doing? They just found out that Kid Cudi didn't know. Kid Cudi didn't know either. But Kid Cudi wasn't, I don't think Kid Cudi was even in, I didn't even know they was in a relationship. I just found that out during this Diddy trial shit. But this man married her. He got 3 kids by her now, 2 and 1 on the way. You ain't telling me he didn't know this shit. You feel me? And another way you know he knew, because white people ain't as, they ain't as upset about this shit as we is. Mm-hmm. You feel me? Like black people, we upset. we in a frenzy right now. We waiting on new transcripts and who the next key witness, and we like into this shit. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, people really do this stuff. We this how you know black people and white people is on a whole different level. Cause we didn't even know people do this kind of stuff. We thought this shit was only in movies and pornos and shit. Right. We didn't know this was real. We had no clue about these freak-offs. They talked about Diddy, they joked about it for years, but everybody fucked with him. So you didn't really know, like, okay, well, all the gangsters fuck with him, all the actors, everybody fuck with him. So it's like, is he really weird like that? So it's like you just really didn't know until like the proof really came into the pudding. And that's why when you write, you write. And Jaguar Wright, she been right the whole time. So like, life been on the line for the last couple years talking about this Diddy and all the shit he be doing. And she was right the whole time. Like, real talk. But what I want to focus in on is how white people ain't shocked. White people acting like this is not even a big deal.
Right.
They acting like this is nothing. Just like what happened with R. Kelly. Everybody was shocked. Like, damn, R. Kelly, you the biggest R&B singer ever. Why you do that? Why you go out like that? Why would you mess up your life like that? When white people sitting back like, shit, I'm doing the same shit. White people sitting back, they living the same life. That's who they got it from. You feel me? Black people, they're sexual deviants. And we talked about this on the streets. For people that think we don't, we went outside on the streets and talked about this. White people is sexual deviants, man. That's why they don't even care.
Right.
They don't give a damn. People thinking we like so into celebrities. It's not that deep. You feel me? It's not that deep. Well, maybe with Cassie, but not with us. It's not that deep. You feel me? Only reason why we so into this shit is because it's like, damn, nigga, people really live like that? People really like that freaky? Like, for what? Like, damn, nigga. Like, is that damn? So you got to go to those extreme lengths. You feel me? Like, it just don't even seem realistic until this came out. Like, real talk. It don't even seem real.
Right. And if I may say,
they like, nigga, this like another day at the job. You feel me? Like, real talk. It's like.
And if I may, sir, you right about white folks not really tripping because this is their culture. I mean, how many people have Kevin Spacey molested? You did what I'm saying, and he's still making movies.
What about that other actor that groomed that little girl that he adopted? Who was that did that? I think his name. White dude. He groomed her. He adopted her. Then now he married to her right now.
You like Woody Allen? Woody something?
Yeah, that's him. That's him. That's why I say this ain't nature. That's why they not even speaking on it. You hear me? And they say when people don't speak on something, it's probably because they got something to hide. They got something to hide. And white folks, they want this to hurry up and be over with. That's what Jaguar Wright said. She said people in New York is praying and begging for this shit to end. They tired of the shit. They want the publicity, the cameras, all that shit to stop. Like, real talk, because these white folks, especially in the Catholic churches, man, real talk, this is their life. I mean, this is what they do. That's why white people ain't shot, and that's why this white dude is happily married to this woman. They going on their third kid, and people talking about, oh, it's because of the money. It's because of the money. Man, look, money, yeah, that can be a factor that pushed him to stand with her. But to hear all this stuff and know all this stuff about her, it's probably because it's just not a big deal to him. He probably heard worse. He done had sex with all his sisters and cousins at the damn sleepovers. This ain't no big deal to him. These people out here, they having sex with their mothers. You feel me? They fathers and all that. They is the biggest sexual deviants on the planet. So that's why this dude was the perfect one for her to marry. Because they don't give a damn about that type of stuff. Like, real talk. She lucked up with Diddy. Because most black people would have looked at her like she had 3 heads. Talking about a goddamn freak off. Like, real talk. But if I could, if you can go to Hebrews 12 and 16.
Come on, concept.
Watch yourself in the front. That's all.
The book of Hebrews, chapter 12, verse 16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau.
Right, as Esau. And that's the reason why when you bring up Esau, everybody start cringing. You know, nobody really want to talk about Esau. He's in the Bible. His name is all over the Bible. But don't too many people want to talk about Esau. Because when you talk about Esau, you're going to have to talk about, well, who is he today? Because this person is wicked and the Lord hates him. All through the Bible, it talks about how the Lord hates him and despises him and want to destroy him. Who is Esau? Esau is a so-called white man. You feel me? And it say, lest there be any fornicator. Fornicator is talking about somebody that partakes in unlawful sex. You feel me? Orgies, freak-offs, child molestation, homosexuality. All that stuff is fornication. Having sex with another man's woman, committing adultery. All that stuff is fornication. And that's what Esau is built off of. He ain't got no laws. He don't have no laws, and he's a profane person, which means he's ungodly. He's unholy. He doesn't care about anything that's sacred. Anything that's sacred that has meaning, you feel me, and power behind it, he don't care about none of that. Esau has sex with his mother. You feel me? See that all the teachers, all the white teachers that's been getting caught for having sex with the students.
Right.
Because that's just what they do. That's why they ain't shocked about Cassie and Diddy. They ain't shocked. They having sex with the student in their damn class. That's why the teachers, and ain't talking about it, all the teachers, the white teachers and firemen, they ain't saying, they quiet right now. All the white people is quiet right now with this Diddy stuff going on because they know they having sex with all type of people they ain't supposed to. They having sex with animals. You feel me? They a profane person. Go ahead.
Who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright.
Right, for a morsel of meat. Because Esau was hungry because he was starving at that moment. All he cared about was that moment. And that's Esau. That's the spirit of Esau. All Esau cares about is that moment. He don't care about the shame it's going to bring. The problem it's going to bring. Esau does not care about that at all. All he cares about is that moment. Real talk. And at that moment, Cassie was doing some stuff. It's real more than strange for a piece of change. That's all I'm going to say. That's an understatement. Like real talk. But yeah, that's all I had on that.
Concept.
Oh yeah, we'll drop that. We'll go to the next video.
Hey, name your badge number. Name your badge number. Get back. Name your badge number. Hey, back up. Name your badge number. Name your badge number.
Oh my God. Yo, Coops. Coops, get over here, bro. Oh my God. Hoobie, get back. Hoobie.
You saw
Oh my God. You just fucking knocked her out, bro. You just fucking knocked her out, bro. You just knocked her out. Dude, her head just hit the pavement. Her head just hit the pavement, bro.
If I made this a bunch of white people. Bunch of white people fighting. Looks like they had some type of banquet or something. But the funny part is that the police don't even look like they threatened. That's the crazy part. The police don't even look like they threatened. With all this commotion and all this stuff going on, you would think the police was like a little scared, for their life. They got to get a taser. You know, they gotta pull out their gun. You know, because you know when black people get pulled over in the car, they get shot for having a cell phone.
Right.
And they get shot with their wife and their daughter for reaching for an ID. They killed Tamir Rice because he had a BB gun. They knew it was fake. They said it was fake on arrival. And he was dead on arrival to the hospital.
If I may, sir, they shot Philando Castile in front of his wife and baby.
Reaching for an ID. That's all he was reaching for was his ID. That's crazy. You know?
I don't see one gun drawn here.
Sandra Bland, what she did, a traffic stop. They choked her to death. Then gonna try to prop her body up. Like she died, killed herself in the hospital. I mean, in a police station. Who the hell kills themselves in a police station because they got locked up for a traffic stop? That don't even make sense.
Right.
They pulled me over because my lights was out and they gotta lock me up for it. You think I'm finna be killing myself? I'm coming home the next day. Jails is overcrowded. They kicking me out the next morning.
Right.
But you got a bunch of white people fighting, acting like cats and dogs, fighting the police, hitting the police. One lady, she kicked the police. The other dude, they pushing them. They ain't pull out one gun. They ain't pull out one gun, one taser.
Oh my God.
He snuffed her. He snuffed her. She ran away. He snuffed her. Why he ain't pull out his gun? Why he ain't pull out his taser? Why he ain't choke her to death like they did Eric Garner for the cigarettes? For fucking cigarettes. He was selling loose cigarettes. You choked him to death. Why not choke this bitch to death? Why not? She hit you. I think that's assault on a police officer.
I don't see no knee on nobody's neck.
Oh my goodness. Good night. Yeah, we living in some rough times.
Yo, Coops.
Look, he pushing the police, fighting them.
Coops, get over here, bro.
Kill him, snuff him.
Oh my God. Kubi, get back. Kubi, get back. Kubi.
She kicked him. You kicked the police officer. And you ain't dead. You alive to tell the story. Come on, man, stop it.
Oh my God. Oh my God, you just fucking knocked her out, bro. You just fucking knocked her out, bro.
Yeah, he knocked her out on accident. He accidentally knocked her out when a black person would have been knocked out for doing absolutely nothing wrong. Like real talk. And it's funny though, because black police, they suffer from the same thing.
Right.
Like real talk. I done got pulled over by black cops in Chicago. And it was just like, you know, they was in blackface. It was then like it was the white man pulled me over, twisting my arm, threatening me, saying they gonna do this if I keep riding through here. I'm like, man, what? Oh, it's crazy. Like real talk. Because them cops, like I said, them cops is for rich people. You feel me? They is to defend the rich. They don't fuck about the poor. They go damn about black people or poor people. They to defend the rich. And these people, wherever they was at, they knew that these people was not somebody that they can get away with that with. That's why they was really in fear for their life for real. They wasn't on the hunt right now. Right now, they just in fear for their life. Like real talk, trying to keep them off and wait for backup and this and that and that. Like real talk. But if I could, if you can go to Ecclesiasticus 13 and 16.
Ecclesiasticus?
Yeah, I'm in the pocket.
You just knocked her out. Dude, her head just hit the pavement.
And yeah, they're gonna all live to tell this story. Black person get pulled over for a traffic stop. His life is in danger. White people out there fighting the police, they good. They going home with a citation.
The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 13, verse 16. all flesh consorteth according
Right,
to its
all
kind.
flesh consorted to its kind. The lions is with the lions, the hyenas with the hyenas, the giraffes is with the giraffes. You're not gonna see an elephant chilling with the rhinos. You ain't gonna see the damn pigeons chilling with the eagles. The eagles gonna eat it up. It's not how it works. All flesh is with their own flesh.
And a man will cleave to his like.
Mankind is what it's talking about. Mankind will cleave to their like. The Chinese is with the Chinese. Japanese is with the Japanese. The Koreans is with the Koreans. White people is with white people. You feel me? And black people, we the only ones that think we gotta join and mix. We the only ones that don't understand that we not supposed to be mixing. Blacks and Hispanics, we the only ones that think everybody is supposed to be in one big utopia. When that's not what the Bible said. The Bible said a man cleave to his life. This right here that's going on is brothers and sisters having a family fight. That's why everybody's going home safe. Everybody's making it home. Nobody's going to jail for assaulting a police officer. Nobody's getting murdered. Nobody's going to lose a child or whatever. It's not going to happen. This is because this is just family members getting into it. It just some happen to be police and some happen to be doctors and lawyers or whatever they are. So it's no big deal to them. They're going to dap it up later and apologize and write letters to the city and all that, and it's going to be over. Because a man cleave to his life. Mankind cleave to the people that look like them. And we got to understand that we don't look like them. So they're not going to treat us the same. They don't look at us the same as they do their white counterparts. And it's just the truth. Like real talk, caught on video. But that's all I had on that, though. We'll drop that. We'll go to the last video.
Okay, you ready? Phone's down. Phone's down. Okay, honey, you signing something? You want to sign it in? Come on, sign it anyway. She deserves to sign it. Okay, there we have it. There we are. That's a big one. Okay, you ready?
Right. So if anybody don't know what this is the Take It Down Act. He just signed. See, this is what we've been waiting for. We've been waiting to see what Trump is about to do. You feel me? Everybody said Trump is gonna be better than Kamala. He was better than Biden. This and that. I think they all pieces of shit.
Right.
And I don't think no black or Hispanic or Native Indian should ever vote. It's against the law of God.
Right.
But y'all wanted him in. Y'all got him. This is what he did. He saved America by signing the Take It Down Act, which is a law that says if you post somebody naked without their consent, you can be thrown in jail, and whatever internet website or platform you posted it on has 48 hours to take it down, or they can be fined. Even if it's AI, even if it's not a real picture, it's just your face on a fake body. That's what the Take It Down Act is. This is what he did. You know why he had to do this? Because his people have made life about sex. His people have made everything sexual. His wife sitting right next to him was a nude model. When he first ran for president, they scrutinized his wife because she had naked pictures online. And that's why she's so zealous next to him. I ain't never seen her so happy next to him since I've been seeing them. She been mad and miserable Ed, since she met him, maybe he like having freak offs. Maybe he like maybe he's a cuckold, which is what I just learned about. Because of P. Diddy weird ass. Because she been miserable and mad ever since I seen them two hit the scene. But she happy about this because she know she got a lot of naked pictures out there that need to come off that internet. They up there without her consent. And she can't wait. That's why she hurry up and signed it. She ain't even have to sign it. He told her, you want to sign it? Okay, yeah, go ahead. Like real talk. Because he married a hoe. And that's what happened when everything becomes so sexual.
Down. Phone down.
Okay, honey, you signing something? You want to sign it in? Come on, sign it anyway.
See what I'm saying? Sign it anyway. She ain't have to sign it. He wanted her to sign it because he knows she got hella naked pictures all over the internet. Right. He did this for her. You feel me? He did it for the hoes. Like real time. He did it for the hoes. Like we thinking this nigga finna get in office and make everybody rich. This nigga got in there and made hoes be proud. Now you can be hoes, and if you don't consent to the naked videos or pictures getting posted, it gets to come down and it's illegal now. Now it's illegal and the pictures gotta come, even if it's AI. Because this nigga, I ain't gonna say this nigga, this man, Donald Trump, he married a hoe. He married a nude model so he can feel for y'all pain. You feel me? Real talk. Maybe she like using roses too. I don't know.
So like I was just finna say that.
I'm just keeping it real.
They need to make them damn roses illegal.
You're right. They need to make a sign a law against them damn roses. So maybe these women can act right. But they end up motherfucking in a fucking hospital. Like real talk. But yeah, let's end it though. Go to Hebrews 13:4.
Come on, sir.
Yeah, we'll end it with that.
Okay, honey, you signing something? You want to sign it in? Come on, sign it anyway. She deserves to sign it.
They say she deserved to sign it. Hell yeah, because she got nude pictures all over the internet. And they was clowning her ass when he first got in office.
The book Hebrews chapter 13, verse 4. Marriage is honorable in all.
Right, and that's the first thing you got to understand. Marriage is sex. When you see marriage because of Christianity, you think about a wedding, roses, white dresses, grooms, bridesmaids, flower girls, and ring boys. That's not marriage. Marriage is sex, and it's honorable in all. It is. That's why you can't treat sex like it's just an extracurricular activity, because it's not. It's honorable.
And the bed undefiled.
Right, and the bed undefiled. That's how you know marriage is sex. Because right after it say marriage is honorable, it say the bed is undefiled. What do you have sex at in the bed? You don't have marriage in the bed unless marriage is sex. Because marriage, I thought you walked down the aisle in a damn church. It's not true. Marriage happens in the bed. Matter of fact, even in the white man's law, if you legally marry a woman and you can prove y'all never had sex, the marriage is null and void. Right. Because they're going to say you never consummated the marriage. So whatever, y'all not really married until y'all fuck. Like real talk, because it's serious, because it's honorable. That's what makes everything about the relationship honorable, is the fact y'all gave y'all bodies to each other. But because of the white man, they done made it like it's just a fun game. Like you going to play basketball. They done made sex like you going to just go play pool. This shit's serious. This ain't no fucking joke. This ain't nothing you can bet on. You betting on your life. That's about it. You go ahead.
But whoremongers and adulterers, God will judge.
And that's why he got to come up with a take it down act. That's why you got to make a law saying you can't post new videos or new pictures of a motherfucker you had sex with. You feel me? That's why he had to do that. Because they not really in love. They not really married. They just having sex because the white man say you can. And that makes you a whoremonger. That makes you an adulterer. And God will judge. That's why the child support court is filled up. That's why the people are spending $44 billion in the family courtroom every year. You can look it up. The court system for family court alone is making $44 billion off American citizens because of failed relationships. Because you don't understand that marriage is honorable. And whoremongers and adulterers, God will judge. Real talk. And that's what's happening every day. That's what you're seeing out of people getting judged. And really 9 times out of 10 is because they whoremongers and they adulterers. Real talk. But yeah, that's all I had on that. But yeah, that's the end of tonight's podcast. Tune in every Wednesday, 9 o'clock. You feel me? Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shah Rock a Thumb, Yahweh Shema Thumb, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shah.